moulding the product, it is different for everything that you're making. For some of the more complex shapes with more complex and finer detail, you will need to leave this in the mould maybe for 2 or 3 hours following exotherm. Exotherm is not excessive, it is around 100 degrees Fahrenheit maximum, and it makes no difference on the size of casting. You could cast a 3-foot cube, the exotherm temperature would be the same as casting a 2-inch cube. It is just that in the 3-foot cube it will go on for many, many, many hours, rather than in the 2-inch cube the heat will dissipate quite quickly. On this simple panel here we can demould within half an hour of exotherm, and simply turn the panel over and remove the silicone, and there you have the panel. Note also that the mould is completely clean. Unlike some other materials, you get residues and build-ups on the mould, you get none. Also, there is no deterioration of the silicone, unlike polyesters and polyurethane compounds, where degradation of the silicone will occur in maybe 20 to 30 uses. We have experience of using moulds that have gone on to do several thousand casts. Here's another casting that we made earlier of a nose. It's a very famous nose. This is Inspector Clouseau. And because of the acrylic nature of the surface, if you've given some friction, it'll polish. There is a wide variety of post-mould treatments. One of these is a clear acrylic sealer, which we produce, and is a recommended sealer for external use. If you go to the website, you will find recommendations on other sealers that have been tested in weatherometer and that carry our approval. For external use, you should also see the guidelines, and we urge you to take advice from us or from a qualified structural engineer before using panels in an external location. Our acrylic sealer is a clear acrylic sealer. It can be pigmented with our pigments to give patinas, and can be applied either by spray or simply by brush. Work well into the surface. This is made from the same polymeric group as the polymer used in the composition, and it forms a very, very strong chemical bond. So having coated the surface, you should then remove excess sealer, wiping, padding with a dry cloth. If you have used a sand filler and you are exposing it to make a sandstone or any other exposed stone finishes, it is important that you do not let the material sit in puddles, as it will form unsightly stains. You should wipe it across the surface. We would recommend that you do this process at least 3 times. If you would like to find out more about the fillers and filler inclusions, post-mould surface treatments, go again to pumapolymers.com, where there is a wealth of information. And last but not least, you have a lightweight laminated panel. We would recommend trimming the following day when it's achieved full strength, and obviously again you can either polish or seal the surface. Voila! Product curing. There is a residual moisture content in the product, circa 6%. That may vary slightly depending upon other things that you may have added during the manufacturing process. It is important that this product is cured before either panels go to site or they go to be fixed, or indeed that they're wrapped for packing. If they're wrapped for packing in, for instance, any plastic material, you will form condensation inside the packaging. Panels are best cured like toast, in an upright position, because the water is coming away from both sides of the panel. It speeds up the process. Never cure a panel at an angle. it will creep and you'll find it to be bent. You'll find other materials have got a similar characteristic. It is known as creep, and it is not an unusual characteristic of many casting compounds. If the product is to be coated with our acrylic sealer or the other recommended material from Keim, you can coat this product fairly shortly after demoulding. However, if you're going to coat the product with a non-vapor permeable coating, the product should be completely dry before proceeding to do this. As we've already said, trimming is best achieved the next day when the product has achieved full hardness, and any polishing, again, can be done at any time post-mould. Ladies and gentlemen, I do hope that you found this short video very useful. For more detailed information, you're always welcome to contact Puma Technical Service Centre or send emails or browse the website. We are here to help, and we're pleased to offer any assistance for any project that you may have.